Hey everybody, welcome back to the Grumpy Old Man. This is Harry. Better late than never, Harry. It is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July Independence Day. Sorry about the lighting. Um, it's just, I'm inside, it's rainy outside, and I got the bedroom window open, curtain open, and trying to get some light in here. But I kind of like this, it's kind of a little artistic. So, anyways, our pick last month was Lifeboat. This is the Kino Lorber edition, and it has reversible cover on it. So 1944, made came out the year just before the war ended, and this is a great film. I consider this one of a Hitchcock hidden gem. This is an ensemble cast. When I say a hidden gem is because when most people they talk about his classic films from the 50s, like in 60s, like Psycho, North by Northwest, To Catch a Thief, Man Who Knew Too Much, Vertigo, and stuff like that. And this one's kind of in between Rebecca and then Rope around. So, and it stars Tallulah Bankhead, John Hodiak, Walter Slezak, William Bendix, Mary Anderson, Henry Hall, Heather Angel, Hume Cronin, Canada Lee, and William Yetter Jr., who is he was uncredited in the movie, but he was the last German sailor that was brought onto the boat. And most people know about this film because of the other grumps talking about it. Is that a merchant ship gets shot or gets sunk, and the survivors of that wind up on a lifeboat. The first shot we see is Tallulah Bankhead, and then everybody starts coming along afterwards, and then they take on a German, one of the Germans on the U-boat that sunk the merchant ship, played by Walter Slezak. Walter Slezak, which I love listening to him in films. He's Austrian born, so and he played in German theater, and this is his fourth American film. From what I could tell, fourth or fifth American film, and he played a very good role. Probably a hard one too, because being the time of being at war with Germany and such, it was speaking German and all that, and he got typecast in a lot of these roles. Not really playing Nazis, but I'm looking at his discography right now. But he played in a lot of comedy roles and stuff like that as well. I remember seeing him in a movie called Once Upon a Honeymoon with Cary Grant and Ginger Rogers, which is a World War II movie. He played Baron Franz von Luber, the love interest in the film to Ginger Rogers. And then he played in Step Lively, The Princess and the Pirate, The Spanish Main, a lot of films. Abbott and Costello and The Foreign Legion. So, yeah, Walter Slezak, perfect for this role. Very sinister and sneaky. And that's basically what I want to talk about is the casting of this here. I think it was a perfect cast for this. William Bendix, who is a New York actor, and he played in a lot of movies. You would see him like in the Blue Dahlia, the Babe Ruth story. He became famous, for um, a TV or a movie called The Life of Riley, and then became a TV show. But he played in a lot of TV shows in the 50s and 60s, but in the movies he always played sort of like the New York guy, the henchman or the buddy. Um, and I'm looking here. See, this is how professional I am. But yeah, the Blue Dahlia, as I talked about, great film noir. The Glass Key, as well, Woman of the Year. Um, yeah, so William Bendix, and he's got one of those faces that if you watch a lot of films from the 40s and 50s, his face is very recognizable. Hume Cronin is also in this film, and he also played in Shadow of a Doubt, which we talked about a couple of months ago. He was around for a long time. I think one of the last movies he done was either Cocoon or Batteries Not Included from the 80s. You know, but yeah, it's a great Hitchcock film, where everything is on one boat, one scene. Everybody talks about Hitchcock's cameo in the film. Like, how is he going to do this? At one point, he was going to be shown as a body floating in the water, and then that didn't work out. They changed their mind on that, and then wind up putting him in an ad for weight loss, because he was at the time going through a weight loss. He was trying to lose weight, and then actually it was a before and after picture of when he had lost the weight. So yeah, I give the movie 5 stars on Letterboxd. It's a great film to watch. Like I said, it's a hidden Hitchcock gem of his Hollywood films, because his films tend to, like I said, this film gets kind of overshadowed by other films that he had made, like Spellbound and Rope, and the ones that I mentioned before. And yeah, I just love that. And I know, to give a shout out to Canada Lee. There was 3 actors in this one here that I really, really liked their performances. It was Walter Slezak was one, and William Bendix, who winds up losing his leg, and it gets amputated, and that was a tough scene to watch. But Canada Lee, he's the African American actor in this film who did about a handful of films. His performance in this, he was basically a stage actor, just like Tallulah Bankhead. A lot of them, did stage acting and all that. So his performance, Canada Lee, was very good in this film, very believable. It wasn't stereotypical. There was a little bit of that, like making him pickpocket Walter Slezak to get the Compass, but really it was a good performance. It wasn't like how you normally the African American actors or black actors back in the 40s and 50s were stereotyped as being dumb, stupid, had no sense. They were used for comedy relief, basically. This was not the case here. Canada Lee really did a great job acting in this film. So I want to give out a shout out to him. I didn't know much about him. He died in 1952. He was only 45 years old, and he was blacklisted in Hollywood. He was a civil rights activist, and followed Paul Robeson, who was another actor and singer, who also got blacklisted too for his beliefs. So, yeah, I was looking at Canada Lee. He's known for Lifeboat mainly, a movie called Body and Soul with John Garfield. He plays in that one. So I'm going to look those up because I actually enjoyed his performance in this mostly than anybody's, besides William Bendix. William Bendix was very good in this one. It wasn't a comedy role. He wasn't overacting. It was straight out great. And Walter Slezak, of course, because he plays an evil son of a bitch in this movie, but you didn't know it. He played it off really well. And what he did to William Bendix at the end was pretty shitty. And so he got his just rewards. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the film. It's something that you should watch if you haven't seen it already. It is available on Blu-ray on Kino Lorber. And it's, like I said, a hidden Hitchcock film. Now it's Mike's turn this month, July. And we'll see what we got. Maybe Beach Blanket Bingo. Maybe. Buster Keaton's in it, my favorite comedian. He's in a lot of those beach party movies. So come on, Mike. Hit us up. Thank you, everybody. Take care.